nominate kung sino narinig ko gusto nila maging. I don't have to ask him kasi we've been together for 30
Ngayong
years.
hawak na niya ang mikropono, mas direkta na bang masasagot ang mga katanungan ng taong bayan?
Yun naman sa spokesperson. Marami yung nakapansin. In fact, si Secretary Martin sabi niya, grabe, iba ang ginagawa mo as spokesperson. Sabi ko,
kita
bakit?
mo?
Bakit? Kasi araw-araw yata meron kang statements. Kasi yung mga predecessor mo, they rely on news briefing. Ako may news briefing na, pero bago pa mag-news briefing, nag-i-issue na ako ng statements. Lahat ng mga malalaking issue. Kaya halos wala na may tanong yung mga reporters kasi nasagot ko na yung itatanong nila. Yeah. Tsaka, and I did it purposely. You know why, Mareng Winnie? Kasi there were instances na nababago yung sinabi ko eh. Kasi kung nag-i-explain ka lang na hindi naman statement, iba ang dating eh. Okay, ang ginagawa ko, puro statement.
Sal,
Yes,
when
ma'am.
did you meet President Duterte?
When did I meet?
Yes. When was your first contact with him?
Nung yung anak ko po ay 3 taong gulang pa lamang, doktor na ngayon, punta ako sa Davao. Kasi may naririnig na ako tungkol kay Mayor Duterte at the time, yung mga ginagawa niya. Humanga ako sa kanya, in other words. At nakiusap
So, kailan ito?
1992, I think. But earlier on pala, according to him anyway, sabi niya, matagal na kitang kilala. Kasi nagpupunta ka sa opisina namin ni dating Fiscal Lopez na Judge Lopez na namatay na. Kasi yun ang fraternity brad ko sa UP. So when I go to Davao, because I was lawyer for Unilab, so I file cases. So siyempre, when you file cases, sa prosecutor's office. Yung pala, silang dalawa nasa opisina palagi. So several years earlier, kilala niya na pala ako.
Kailan kayo naging, close?
After 1992, we've been together when I go there.
How often did you go there?
Depende when I'm invited to speak or when I follow up cases.
But you would be in touch with him.
Oh yes, he usually invites me to dinner or to after dark.
When did you know that he was going to run for president?
It's not knowing him to run for
Well,
president.
when did you?
I created the situation for him to run.
Okay. Kwento mo.
12 years ago, I said, we need a president, a strong president, where we will to give this president all the powers he needs. Because I said, walang presidente na magtatagumpay kung ganito ang sistema natin. Kailangan baguhin natin ang saligang batas at i-abolish na natin muna ang Congress for a while. Kailangan itong presidenteng ito mabigyan ng kapangyarihan sa konstitusyon na iraratify natin and we will give him all the powers in the world para wala na siyang excuse. For 2 years, ma'am, yan ang inikot ko sa buong bansa. You tell us, who do you have or who did you have in mind when you were creating that concept? Sabi ko, isa lang ang nasa isip ko. Si Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Doon unang lumabas, Mareng Winnie, si Mayor Rodrigo Duterte as a potential president. And 3 days after that, tinatawagin niya na ako. Gagalit siya sa akin, nag-PPA siya. Sabi niya, narinig ko, gusto mo ako maging presidente, tapos ano pa? Gusto mo pa yatang constitutional dictator. Sabi ko, iba namang akong dictator, hindi yung dictator na kagaya ni Marcos.
Ayan.
Ang gusto kong constitutional, yung talagang binigay sa'yo ng tao. Sabi niya, ayoko. Hindi naman ako mapigilan. So every opportunity I have, I tell the people na ito ang kailangan nating presidente.
So you are the one who put the idea in his mind.
Yes,
So
in the sense.
Did you?
And I created the situation for the people to consider him. And then I wrote articles about it. I said, this man has a date with history and an appointment with destiny. Whether he likes it or not, there will be a people's clamor for him to run. And if he runs, he will win landslide.
When did he decide to run?
After a few weeks, lumabas yung desisyon. Remember yung Electoral Tribunal that decided that Grace Poe was a Filipino citizen? Tumawag siya. Sabi niya, they're with the Constitution. I will
Sabi
run.
niya?
Yeah, I will run. Sabi niya, hindi pa pwede ito.
So it was
I will run.
the Supreme Court decision
Yeah.
allowing Grace Poe to
that
run was a
triggered
Filipino.
him to run. Sabi niya, whether win or lose, I will run. They cannot be with the Constitution. Exact words niya.
Why didn't he ever allow the BPI and all the banks, it was BPI, to publish?
Mareng Winnie, I was the lawyer of the president,
Yes.
mayor then, and he issued a waiver.
Naku naman.
Oh,
Sal Panelo, you're looking at me straight
Yes.
in the face and you're saying
Yes.
he issued a waiver.
he issued a waiver.
And yet, why didn't the bank bring out the accounting, the flow of funds? Why didn't?
The response of them,
If the president said, "You go ahead, you can publish," why didn't the BPI do it?
you have to ask the BPI.
Yes,
What,
the
what,
BPI,
what is important
because
is,
your waiver was so couched.
No.
Oh yes, my God. Otherwise, the BPI would.
Mareng Winnie, let me explain to you. What was the waiver? The waiver is authorizing them to issue a certification that at no time, from the time the account was opened until the last balance, showed, according to Mr. Trillanes, had an amount of so much million. And I asked the bank, did you examine? Yes, sir. Did you see any account, whether at any stage? They said, no, sir. Then issue us a certification. And then they told me, sir, that's very unusual request, because ordinarily, we just issue, this is the amount, the last balance. So I said, then they asked me, can you give us how many days to respond? Because we have to consult our lawyers. That's what happened there.
And then what happened?
I don't know.
You mean to say they never responded? They asked, can you give us some days to respond? And they never responded?
Well,
the BPI never responded?
You have to ask the BPI. I have not received any.
Base sa ipinadalang official statement sa aming programa ng Bank of the Philippine Islands o BPI, sinusunod lang umano nila ang batas at regulasyon ng mga bangko sa Pilipinas. Pinahahalagahan din umano nila ang tiwala ng kanilang mga kliyente. Kailangan din umano silang sumunod sa batas ng confidentiality ng mga account ng kanilang mga kliyente.
This is a different president. He's incorruptible.
And he did not
has been creating stories.
But President Duterte has been creating stories also.
Like what?
Didn't he say that Trillanes had a lot of bank accounts in several banks?
Oh,
and Trillanes went all around
That
Asia
was a
saying,
ruse.
Oh, you see that?
That was a ruse. That was a ruse for him. Para pumunta siya ron at magmukha siyang, yan na nga, magmukha siyang Dambi.
When can the public take him seriously, and when does the public say, no, he's only joking?
Look at his actions. One, sino ba nakapagpabayad ng Philippine Airlines ng 5 billion na hindi binabayaran sa panahon ni Pinoy, panahon pa ng ibang presidente? Yung parking fee. Si ano lang yan, si presidente.
Excuse me, when when Cory Aquino first came in, Lucio Tan offered, I'll give you 5 billion, forget everything. And the president said, no, I cannot do that. 5 billion in lieu of everything, just forget everything. So this is,
Hindi may problema.
So Lucio Tan offered President Aquino, and President Aquino said, no, I'll go after you.
I'll tell you what the president did. He directed the NAIA, huwag niyong pa-landing ang lahat ng Philippine Airlines hanggat hindi nagbabayad. O, hindi natakot, hindi nagbayad.